Hello, Gary, Indiana. Let me tell you what happened to me in Chicago today. After leaving one of my client's terminals, I was driving through an intersection when a Chicago police car came flying through with no sirens and no slowing down, which is illegal, by the way. Emergency vehicles, even when heading to an emergency, are supposed to slow down through intersections and run their sirens for this specific reason. There was a building blocking my view as I was entering, and so I only saw them at the last second. I slammed on my brakes to avoid getting hit myself, and they pulled me over. So right away it was an illegal stop, as obviously they were the ones about to hit me. Now, if they were supposedly responding to an emergency, it must not have been all that bad because they certainly had the time to turn around and come after me instead and pull me over. When they asked about weapons and all the normal questions that they normally ask, I told the truth and handed over my Byrna launcher, a non-lethal self-defense device that is not by any means a firearm. The officers then handcuffed me, detained me, and searched my vehicle illegally, and of course they found absolutely nothing. They also told me something else which I thought was incredibly wild. They said a Byrna isn't meant to be carried and that it should only be at home and that I shouldn't have one because those projectiles hurt. First, who made that rule? Who gets to decide a law-abiding citizen can't carry a non-lethal self-defense tool? Second, yes, the projectiles hurt. That's the point. They are designed to put somebody down without killing them. So let's be clear. I did nothing wrong. I followed the law. I told the truth, and I was treated like a criminal as I was detained publicly in handcuffs for about 45 minutes. This is what failed soft on crime big city policy looks like, and it's the political leadership that enables it. I'm not against police. I'm against illegal stops, illegal searches, and officials who spread misinformation to intimidate law-abiding people such as you and myself. If you think citizens who follow the law shouldn't be handcuffed for defending themselves, please share this video. Demand accountability. Chicago deserves better. And this right here is why we can't let Chicago politics dominate Gary, Indiana. When Chicago's policies creep across the border, they bring the same corruption, the same soft on crime attitudes, and the same disrespect for citizens who actually follow the rules. Gary has its own identity, its own people, and its own values. And it's time we stop letting Chicago's political machine dictate how we live in our own city. Our city has a chance to rebuild on common sense, accountability, and respect for the law, not on fear, favoritism, and failed liberal leadership. Gary must stand on its own 2 feet. We don't need Chicago chaos. We need Gary, Indiana's comeback. Because what happened to me in Chicago today should never happen to anyone, period.